Hello, 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 and welcome to another coffee time. I'm hoping it's working. Are you getting it out there? Because I was trying to do two things at once, and OBS didn't like it. It went, don't like it. Yeah. Anyway, this is this is where we look at the Daily Mail website for news. We're going to start with the passing of John Prescott. Yeah. Um, John Prescott, Deputy Labour Minister back in the day, Deputy Leader under Tony Blair, passed on, and again, a colourful figure known as Two Jags, or when he fought that guy. Look, let's see, when he fought that fellow, egged him, and he just got stuck in there, whacked him one. That was it. The good old days. Or who can forget when he was, oh, sorry, it's all going a bit wrong. That's what happens when everything goes a bit wrong. He was drenched by Chumbawamba. God, remember those days? Yeah, he'd be past age 86. He'd suffered from Alzheimer's for a while, and I just thought, just I was a big fan. He's one of those good old fashioned Labour folk who was straight talking, and didn't take up any nonsense. And yeah, those later days are long gone. We don't have politicos like that anymore. He wasn't a politico; he was a politician. I use the politico word for those who, are about for themselves. He was again. He liked his Jaguars. He had an affair with his secretary, but it doesn't matter. And he could down a pint in like 10 seconds. It's what you want. Anyway, meanwhile, who fancies a nuclear war? Yeah, Putin ups the stakes. Yeah, he's deployed long-range nuclear missiles, old Putin, and he's threatening to destroy a US base in Poland. That'll be fine. It'll be fine, won't it? It'll be fine. But yeah, we got any pictures? We got any pictures? Yeah, these are the RS-26 or Frontier missiles. These have never been used in combat. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. There won't be a nuclear war, will there? Will I still have to do coffee time if there's a nuclear war? I hope not. Good news, everybody. Prepare yourself for Storm Bert. I don't like these names they're giving them. In the old days, they used to give them, like Storm Destroyer. Now it's Bert and Marge and things like that. It's rubbish, yeah. But yeah, the Met Office has issued a warning for snow, ice, wind, rain for all of Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, as well as the North Midlands and southwest of England. They reckon you could get 1 foot of snow in northern Scotland on Saturday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. with rural communities being completely cut off. And yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Storm Bert. And there could be a yellow rain and snow warning over other parts of the country. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yeah. It'll be fine. I don't like it. I don't like it. Here we go. This is today. That's what it looks like today. And this is tomorrow. And then Saturday. It's not good. Not good. It's like we've got January and November. I don't like this weather. Too cold. Meanwhile, do you remember those riots we had in the summer? Do you remember those riots? The Tommy Robinson riots? Do you remember those riots? Well, Matt Story, who's the commissioner for Cleveland, he's a Labour policing chief, said that some middle-class people with well-paid jobs lost everything when they got drawn into the summer riots. I think it's called Fuck Around and Find Out, isn't it? He said he's going to prisons and to speak to those who were convicted and asking them, why did you do it? I think it's social media. Social media's got a lot to ask for. But yeah, he says just some of the mindless violence may have been carried out by people with anti-police views. Yeah, that helps. The latest figures show that policing disorder over the summer cost £31.7 million. But this sum is expected to increase once all forces provided mutual aid cover report their own data. So, thanks, guys. And over a 12-day period, officers clocked up more than 40,000 hours of public order shifts. And of the arrests, 99 were for offences committed online. Tweets. Got to be careful with those tweets. So, yeah. But they even reckon that guy, that guy got hit on the head and then got hit in the cobblers. The Hans Mole man of protesters. They reckon even he's up before the beak soon. Meanwhile, cryptocurrency news. Oh yeah, James Howes. His partner threw away his fortune, his Bitcoin fortune. Yeah, 569 million in Bitcoin. Right. His then partner threw away a black bin bag containing his computer equipment, which contained the password he needed to access his Bitcoin wallet. He believes it's been lain in a rubbish tip run by Newport Council in Wales and has spent years fighting to get it back. He's now decided to take court action, which he said was his last resort. The first hearing on an application from the authority to get it thrown out is scheduled to be heard early next month. Here he is. He's the man who's missed his password. Very, very expensive password. But yeah, he wants access to the tip so he can dig it up and find his rubbish. It's not rubbish, it's very expensive rubbish. He's assembled a team of experts and says he's confident in getting the application thrown out, which will pave the way for a 2-week hearing within the next 6 months. And this is where it is. Go on, son. Help yourself. Hey. Just think a single black bin bag holds 569 million access. It doesn't actually hold it, it's the access. He says, despite being thrown out by my ex-partner, which was a mistake and was without permission or consent, I still own the intellectual digital property located on the hard drive. I'm either entitled to recover the property at full cost to myself, or if the landowner refuses, then they pay me the value of my property. I'd rather say, let's have a conversation, dig, and work it out together amicably, but they don't want to know. I've instigated a court case, which should take about 3 to 6 months. And here he is, with a graphic of Bitcoin. That's a lot of money. But he says if he does get the money back, he'll pay to turn Newport into the Dubai of the UK. If he does get his money back. It's a lot of money, isn't it? Imagine that. Why are wealthy people as children more to be... I'll get this right in a minute. Why are wealthy people's children likely to be tall? A new report has revealed why. Because this is after Gary Barlow's son was seen towering over his father. Here. A new study presented by the American Heart Association conference in Chicago has offered an explanation. Experts from the Albert Einstein College of Medicine in New York examined data from 13,000 Americans of Latino Hispanic descent, including details like their height, socioeconomic upbringing, and genetics. The revealed find that the factors that determine how tall we become, family income was the second strongest indicator behind genetics. While 70 to 80% of how tall we are lies in our genes, our environment controls the rest. And previous studies have found that sleep, stress, and access to healthcare are all important factors. But experts have found that growing up in a wealthier family may trump other contributors. So there you go. Look at Donald Trump's son, Barron. He's huge. So here he is. He's 6'9", isn't he? It's like, because Trump's not short, you know. Trump's about 6'4". So there you go. Meanwhile, it's all come out that, do you remember Captain Tom? Ground control to Captain Tom. We gave you money to charity and the money's all gone. Well, anyway, it's been revealed that Captain Tom's daughter and her husband were today accused of betraying everything he stood for. As a watchdog report said that they misled the public and pocketed £1.5 million from the foundation set up in his name. Yeah, this is an investigation by the Charity Commission, which concluded that Hannah Ingram Moore and her husband Colin benefited significantly through the association with the high-profile charity. There he is with his daughter, who said, "We're in the money, we're in the money." But yeah, he walked around his garden to raise money for the NHS during the vid. The good old days of the vid. Now, again, the problem is, if you give money to charity, you are invariably giving money to ne'er-do-wells, because it won't often get to where you want it to give. You know, if you give £20, £20 ain't going to charity. £20 is going to the charity and all the people that are associated with it. And I don't know, maybe a couple of quid might get to the people that you want to help. Be charitable on a personal level. Be charitable and do charitable things, but just don't involve yourself with organised charities, because they all end up being corrupt or morally corrupt, morally bankrupt even. So yeah, so there you go. That's the story there. Meanwhile, gambling news. A poker player has won a fortune in Vegas. Yeah, this is at Caesar's Palace. The man, identified only as Donald, I wonder if it's Donald Trump, drew what was known as a royal flush of clubs during a game of Ultimate Texas Hold'em at Caesar's Palace. Right, this is what's known as one of the rarest possible hands. I guess that's when you get 10, Jack, King, Queen, Ace, all of clubs. You know, on the that's what you get. You know, so you get your two cards, and the rest of the cards spell the royal flush. Yeah, he's a Canadian. He travelled there with his family, and he ended up winning $763,688. And yeah, this is Caesar's Palace. I've been there. I've been there twice. Always wanted to live in Vegas. Fancy it. I fancy it. So yeah, that's pretty good. Does it say we've got a quote? Just says the Toronto native credited his family for his resounding luck, calling him a good luck charm. And Upswing Poker said this hand represents the rarest possible made hand in poker. So yeah, pretty rare. Good win though. Not bad, is it? Not bad. Oh, here we go. Jaguar. Do you remember yesterday we showed you Jaguar's new marketing campaign? Which, I don't know. I think it's how to destroy your brand. It's another Gerald Ratner moment. Again, Gerald Ratner was responsible for the jewelry chain Ratners. Again, this is for people of a certain generation who don't know. And he was at I think it was like a shareholder meeting. He said, "Well, you know, what we sell is a load of crap," and that got out. That quote got leaked to the press, and it made the headlines. And everyone stopped buying Ratner's jewelry, and the firm went under. Well, anyway, Jaguar has completely redesigned their everything, and it looked more like a Benetton advert. And what they've done is they've teased the look of their new car. It's like a Cylon from Battlestar Galactica. And they said if you don't like our redesign, you're probably not the market that we're looking for. And yeah, okay. So who are you looking for? Because your market is older men with money who can afford your car. If you think you're going to get, young, progressive folk in, socially aware folk buying your car, it ain't happening. So the Jaguar story is the one that keeps on giving. It really does. What else have we got? Oh, we've got an outbreak of ringworm. Lovely. A barber's today sounded the alarm over a concerning rise in young men catching ringworm from haircuts. Ugh. The skin fungus is, it's thriving. And barbers believe that the increased infection is due to more men opting for skin fade haircuts with the sides are shaved short and the length is left on top by dirty, unqualified shops littering the high street. It's all those Turkish barbers. Because again, you've got to wash your equipment. You've got to wash your equipment, and that's what it looks like. Again, I don't have to worry about that. I haven't been to the barber in the 20 something years, 25 years. Yeah, about right. 24 years. 23 years. Call it 2002. Yeah, 2002. So I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, that's pretty gruesome, isn't it? Ugh. But yes, be careful. And this is what trichophyton mentogrophytes look like, and that's what causes ringworm. There you go. So get them to clean their razors. Meanwhile, an update to some art news we covered before. This is the banana taped to a wall that was for sale. It's sold in Sotheby's this year. It's sold recently. After 6 minutes of frenzied bidding, that artwork sold for $6.2 million on behalf of a Chinese collector and founder of cryptocurrency platform Tron, apparently. Yeah, but you don't actually get the banana. You get the instructions. Then you get a roll of tape and the instructions. And this is the fella who bought it. This is Justin's son, who's worth a pretty penny. He can afford it. And he can afford as many bananas as he wants. So he can now recreate that artwork anywhere he wants. And this is the guy who created the artwork, who's thinking, you're all idiots. But yeah, he's got the exclusive license to create the piece that's called Comedian. And I should have shut the curtains again. I could get closer. Get a bit. Is it distracting? Got more I'm a Celebrity news. Got the world's oldest alphabet. Why not? This is researchers at Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore have found some small cylinders made out of clay that has the oldest alphabet text to them. Right? Here it is. Don't know about you, but it looks a bit more like a turd. Notice how I effortlessly shut the curtains there without anybody noticing. It's good that. These objects, roughly the size of fingers, were discovered during a dig at the ancient city of el Mara. And they reckon it's the oldest form of the alphabet. And here's another one. Oops. Using carbon dating, they confirmed the clay cylinders were made around 2400 BC, or nearly 4,500 years ago, being the oldest example. Yeah, it was discovered. I pressed the right button in a minute. It was discovered here in Syria. So there you go. That's good, isn't it? Trying to find something good. There's not a lot of good stuff. Oh, here's the fella behind the Jaguar marketing campaign. This is Santino Pietrasanti, and he boasted at an awards ceremony dinner that Jaguar had established over 15 diversity, equity, inclusion groups as part of its transformative journey. And he's the head of brand at the British car company. Originally from the USA, he lives in a £975,000 house in Milton Keynes with his Scottish husband Paul. And yeah, here they are. It's just going to crash and burn, isn't it? Why do you need diversity, equity, and inclusion in a car company? The only people it includes are people who can drive and people who can't drive. Now, if I can't drive, so I'm excluded, right? So they need to bring out a car that would be for me, that would be self-driving if they want to be inclusive. I just don't get it. I don't get any of it. Are cars racist? Are they sexist? Are they homophobic? You just make different products for different people. How would you tailor a car to I don't know, someone of ethnic diversity? I do not know. It makes no sense to me. None of this does. But hey, what do I know? I'm old and white and straight. I've got white privilege. What do I know? Look at my white privilege. More about nuclear war. Apparently, Britain's are snapping up Cold War era bunkers. Here we go. Here's one bunker. Upton Rock. That looks quite nice. It looks like he's having a whale of a time. That's where he keeps the bodies. In Cumbria. It was recently bought for £48,000, despite having a guide price of £15,000. This one in Amersham has cosy furnishings. You'll soon go mad after the first week, and you've got nowhere to put your shit. And I mean your shit. There was one. I remember there was one for sale around here, and it was on sale for about 15k. This was a good 12 years ago now. But yeah, nuclear bunkers. That's the latest thing. Don't fancy myself. Look, if there's a nuclear attack, if I hear it, I'm heading straight towards the blast site, straight towards London. I want to get wiped out. I don't want to survive it. I've seen threads. I've seen that if you survive a nuclear war, right, with any meaning, and you get over all the radiation sickness and all this and all that, you're basically looking at being sent back to the Middle Ages, to the medieval times. No mechanical means of doing anything. Oh, it will be awful. So I'm walking towards the blast site. I want to get wiped out, man. We got Forget nuclear, forget nuclear winter, nuclear war. Um, in Iceland, we have some volcano action. This is, I can't say it, a Sunnukagiga fissure outside the village of Grindavik. There was activity at 11:14 p.m. according to the Icelandic Meteorological Office. So it's all kicking off there again. And yeah, it's near the Blue Lagoon, which is the natural springs, hot springs there, which has hosts 700,000 visitors a year. That's not bad, is it? And here's another picture from a different angle. That don't look good. That'll be fine. And there it is on the map. It's that part of Iceland. What else have we got? Oh, here we go. Have you seen the film The Godfather? I make you an offer you can't refuse. Okay, I need to work on that one. But yeah, there's a scene in the Godfather movies that is straight from, well, nightmares, isn't it? Yeah, the scene where a severed horse's head is delivered to the bed of someone who's displeased Don Corleone. Well, it's happened for real. It's happened for real, right? A severed horse's head has been left on the property of a Sicilian businessman. Yeah, officers from the organised crime unit was called to the unidentified construction contractor after he made a grisly discovery in the cab of a bulldozer. Yeah, so this the real life Godfather scene unfolded in Altofonte, a small village on the outskirts of Palermo, which is a mafia stronghold in Sicily. Police also revealed mobsters brutally slaughtered the pregnant cow, removing the unborn calf and placed it on the animal's body in another menacing threat. And this is Altofonte. Don't know. You displease me. So yeah, that's not good. That's not good, is it? The mayor of Altofonte, Angela De Luca, said, "I'm left shocked and I just can't fathom the depth of depravity and barbarity. I would like to express my solidarity and that of my colleagues to the businessman who is a trusted member of a local community. The whole town has been deeply upset by this gesture, which appears to take us back to the Middle Ages because of this unacceptable methods. This is simply not a criminal gesture. It's barbarian." And yeah, it's pretty grim, isn't it? That's the mafia for you, though. Don't cross the mafia. Yeah, obviously didn't see the Godfather, didn't he? Didn't see the Godfather. Got a trailer to the new Meet the Rees-Moggs. I'm sure that's. Sure you're going to watch that. Looks like fun. Yeah, looks like that. No, okay, could be good. It follows Lord Jacob Rees-Mogg, his wife Helena, and their 6 young children: Mary, Peter, Thomas, Anselm, Alfred, and don't forget Sixtus. That's up there with Biggest Dickus, isn't it? His name's Sixtus Rees-Mogg. Hey, we've got a follow-up to the story of, and this is a Neighbours from Hell story. We went to Peach Avenue in Stafford. I don't know if you remember. It looked like this. There was a neighbour from hell, and there was junk piled up everywhere. Do you remember? It was pretty icky. Well, it's all turned out for the good. It's all been fixed. The residents had complained that lives had been made hell, and rats and whatnot. But the tenant, Stephen Glover, was booted out of the rented property after Stafford Borough Council was granted an official closure order This is a row. This is after a row with the council, which lasted 14 months. And now the detached home has finally been cleared of waste. And the neighbours said it took the council officials 4 trips over the space of a week to remove the huge pile of debris from the driveway and front garden. And they're angry that it took so long. Evictions and this kind of stuff can take a long time. And now it's utterly transformed. Look, it looks lovely now. Absolutely lovely. It's just don't worry about all the angry rats who've got nowhere to go. Oh, that's better, isn't it? That's better. So I'm glad that one's resolved itself. But yeah, these things do take time to fix, don't they? Yeah, this is. I'll quickly do this one. There's I reckon they've found the moment where Jake Paul signals to Tyson. See, it's this bit where he goes, look, that's the signal. And then Tyson could have hit him, but he holds back. Look, he could have hit him straight in the face then. And that's when the fans reckon that it happened. But meanwhile, his brother Logan Paul was due to be interviewed with the BBC because they were talking about his various cryptocurrency issues, and the journalist turned up to be greeted by the Logan Paul you have at home. Yeah, he was greeted by Timu Logan Paul, an actual lookalike, and yeah, it was all a jolly jape. It was all a jolly jape, and of course the BBC man just goes, "Nah, we're good," and leaves. Yeah, it was all a troll, as you can see. He's no Logan Paul. It was all a troll. It's all a troll. What? What? Where are we? Got any more? Here we go. We've got some record breakers here. This is the world's tallest woman meeting the world's shortest woman. And here they are together. They've been, again, celebrated by Guinness World of Records. Let me get you the details up. We've seen the pictures. So Rumeysa Gelgi is a 27-year-old Turkish web developer, and Indian actress Jyoti Anji bonded at their meeting at the Savoy Hotel as part of the 20th annual Guinness World Records Day celebration. But yeah, Miss Amji is the world's shortest woman at 2.1 inches, 2 foot 1 inches, and meanwhile, Miss Gelgi is the tallest woman at 7 foot 1 inch. Miss Gelgi has a rare condition called Weaver syndrome, which causes accelerated growth and skeletal deformities. And she's only one of the 27th cases ever diagnosed, and the first in Turkey. She uses a wheelchair, can only stand with a walker for short periods. So she's disabled by her condition. And here they are together. There you go. The marvels of human development, human genetic variation. Amazing. I miss record breakers. I miss Roy Castle and Norris McWhirter. Just me then. Meanwhile, Gen Z Americans have gone mad for British food. Yeah. This is a TikTok thing. Brits on TikTok are baffled by Americans who have become obsessed with well, our food, like well, cottage pie. I think, yeah, cottage pie is great. And they love roast potatoes and toad and hull. We had that last night. We had toad and hull last night. Absolutely. I love putting my toad in the hole. Indeed. What? And apparently the Americans are loving it. They just love our grub now. They call it tavern food. What, they think we're hobbits? They think we're hobbits? What's taters? What's taters? I can't do a good Gollum. My patters. Can't do it. But yeah, so that's a thing. I thought I hated our food. Oh God, I've done too much, haven't I? I've done far too much. Are there any animal stories? No. No. Okay, here we go. Here's an animal story. We are going to China. China. This is at the Heilongjiang province. And one farmer was out, but he was in Bowley County, where he had a bit of a close encounter with a tiger. So here he is, he's going out, and then all of a sudden, he's shutting his gate, and there's a tiger. Bloody hell. Oh my God. Run away! Run away! Did you see that? Did you see it smash through the gate like that? That is terrifying. Apparently there are Siberian tigers everywhere. But yeah, he was unbothered by it initially, and he closed the gate, and then the roaring tiger charged and smashed the gate open. The man said, local media, I thought the metal gate would protect me from the tiger. I wasn't scared until it pounced at the gate. Yeah, but he had to change his trousers afterwards. He said, I'm already 74. There's no way I could outrun a tiger. So there you go. That's I tell you, that's the moment where your entire past rushes, in front of your eyes, isn't it? It's like, ah. Have you ever had to outrun a tiger? Leave a comment in the comments box below. Nobody cares. Is anybody in? Let's see. Oh, 12 people in. Only 3 likes. That means 9 of you are sitting there stabbing forks into your legs going, I hate this guy, but I've got to keep watching because I hate my life. I hate my life. Andrew's in. He says, I'm in. And the sun is shining. It's a bit in and out. It's a bit in and out here. Clive's in. Renee's in. Expensive bananas indeed. And Renee says, he says, effing snow here and cold. It's still cold here. Boy, it was cold last night. Brr, it was cold. Clive said, I've got an apple I can take to the wall if he wants. It won't be worth all that money. That's the thing. And T-Dog said, it must be great to have more money than sense. It must be brilliant. But I've got more sense than money. Look where it's got me. Oz asked, anyone taking out a second mortgage on the Lamb Lies Down vinyl box? Somebody said you can get it by Klarna on HMV. HMV have got it, and they use Klarna, which means you can pay in installments, which is a good option. Again, if you pre-order it now, I suppose you could pay, I don't know how many months you can do it for. You'd have it paid off, and it's interest-free if you use Klarna. I've used them. They seem all right. For those of you who care, I did it today. I've done a whole lyrical analysis of the Lamb, which hopefully will be up for the anniversary. Oh shit, that's tomorrow. I said so much. It was not good. Yeah, I only gone and done it. Sometimes you do things and you should ask yourself, should I have done these things? I went and done it. Andrew says, I might buy a bunker. Yeah, but would you want to live in a post-apocalyptic nuclear future? Nah, I wouldn't. No dog cam, she's not here. She's out of the room. Squint says, I've seen a woman shorter than that. She's probably on her knees, mate. She's probably on her knees. And Andrew goes, OMG. I think he's talking about the tiger and not about me holding up this copy of the Lamb. OMG indeed. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you haven't, I can't help myself. I'll keep doing the same thing over and over again. And we'll do this all again soon, remember? That was the news. Or a form of the news. Ping. What's that? Oh, Black Friday energy boost. Okay, I'm getting junk mail from my smart devices now. What? Black Friday, everyone. Anyway, that was the news. Killing the channel one video at a time. You know, you've got to drink it out. Ta-ta.